Hello YouTube and welcome back. Lost Latvian here, another show. This is a surprise midweek video and I got something very special for you. You remember me that one of the last videos I told you that I ordered something from the lands far and far away? Yup, and the package is here, so let me show you. Not gonna show much, but this is gonna cover my stuff for the most part. It came from Australia. Australia, man. Let me tell you first off, this package from Australia came in same time as I received a package from Pennsylvania. How freaking messed up is that? That a package from United States, from Pennsylvania, from New Era, takes as much time as it takes for this package to arrive from Success, Western Australia, where the package had to travel from Perth to Melbourne or Sydney, and then across to LA, and clear the customs and all that, and then come to Denver. And yeah, both of those packages arrive in the same freaking time. So anyways, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about this. I was at work, I was at work and I was looking through internet, or whatnot, and then this idea popped in my head. I'm gonna go and try to find a special cap for a special sport, and see if they got some fitteds, you know. And I don't know if you can already guess it or not. What is a? I would say it's a national sport in Australia. You may think it's a rugby. It could be that rugby is a national sport, but this is a little bit different. And so I stumbled on this website, and it's called hatlocker.com, and I found what I wanted. Not exactly what I wanted per se, but I found a hat, which I actually really like it, and I went ahead and ordered them. Yeah, this is gonna be only about this one store, this video about this one store about these particular hats. And before we even open up this box, let me tell you a little story. I have always liked Australia, from when I was little, lived still in Latvia, and my sister got married to my brother-in-law, and it happened to be that my brother-in-law's grandma lived in Australia, in Perth, in the suburbs of Perth, a place called Subiaco. It's a suburb city in Perth, in Western Australia and West Australia. So she would send us all these packages, and it would be like a Nescafe in there and some clothes, some Levi's and New Balance shoes, and sneakers and stuff like that. So I always kind of like started liking Australia, and I like the kangaroos, I like koala bears, and all that stuff. So I always been fascinated with it. And so yeah, and I was keeping an eye on their sports, and I fell in love with this sport as well. And so yeah, let me pop this one open, and then I'll tell you uh, how I actually got these caps, because there's a little story about it too. It didn't go as smooth as I was thinking initially, but it turned out to be the best experience ever. So huge shout out to the team at hatlocker.com in Australia for hooking the brother up, with these caps, which I really admire and love, and swear to God, I'll be back for more for sure. Just gotta get a little bit of money saved up. But wow, there they are. Whew. Let's remove that plastic. So these caps, they're all corduroy, 100% corduroy. and they are not fitted. They are snapbacks, but they have a special style. And oops, I dropped one. Sorry, but let me tell you about them a little bit. So, as I said, I went to the hatlocker.com. I ordered these caps, and when I went, I found out that they do ship to United States. So that was very encouraging, you know. The dollar versus Australian dollar is pretty strong now. So price each one of these ones cost 54.95 Australian, you know. So can't really tell what it comes in as US dollars, but it's a steal, you know. I think it's a 60 US cents per each Australian dollar, you know. So price was right. Shipping was not crazy at all. It was like 30 bucks Australian, I believe, or something like that, you know. And but I got stuck when I went on the checkout, you know, and I entered in my address, and I was not able to complete the purchase, you know. And I was like, shit, man, you know, I really like these caps, you know, and I really want to get them, you know, but something is wrong, you know, and I'm most likely not going to be able to get them. So, but I was like, all right, I've you know my experience here in the States, you know, when you send an email to like customer support or whatever, there are crickets for, it could be crickets for days, it could be crickets forever, you know. And then you gotta go, you know, jump through the hoops and through Instagram accounts or whatnot, you know, to get anybody's attention. This one was not case with these guys, you know. So it was a morning here for us, you know, and it was like late night in Australia, you know. And I sent an email asking about that I'm run into this obstacle, you know, that I can't order, you know, and I just want to make sure that you, for real, ship to United States as well. And I got a reply. I can't tell you how soon, you know, but it was quick response, you know. Quick response. I think it was a next day response, you know, where the guys, you know, slept overnight and they got up, you know, and responded. And the gentleman by name Adam, man. Adam, you're the man, you know. We were talking back and forth through the emails or whatnot after that, you know. Top notch, best customer service ever, you know. I tip my hat to you guys, to all of you, you know, whoever was involved from taking my order, fixing it, you know, and to putting the labels on a box, you know, and it's all handwritten, you know. I can tell that you guys paid attention, you know, and everything was done correctly and went so smooth from the moment, you know, I got in touch with Adam, you know, like excellent customer service, you know. I cannot tell you enough how happy I am with guys at hatlocker.com Australia, you know. So yeah. So anyways, got it all figured out, you know. The guys I sent, he asked me to send a snapshot of the screen I'm looking at where my problem was. So I did, you know, and they sent me an invoice, you know, with all my caps in, and I clicked on the invoice and completed my purchase through the PayPal, you know. And they shipped it the freaking next day or the same day, you know. Like I was like, I turned around, went home, man, and shit, my caps are already gone, you know, shipped over, you know. So super quick response, you know, and all that, you know. So, but now, yeah, shout out to you at the Hat Locker, Adam, for you especially. And so, but now let's look at the caps, you know. So let's look at this first cap, and the sport I'm watching, I totally fell in love, is Australian football, you know. So which is kind of like a, I can't even tell you, it's a mix of a rugby, a little bit of American football, and something else, you know. It's Australian football, you know. You cannot put it in a frame, you know, just like you cannot put me in a frame, you know. But this freaking sport is awesome, you know. And for you guys who are watching, who are huge NFL fans or whatnot, it's an off season here, you know. If you are able to go and get Fox Sport 1, Fox Sport 2, basically FS1, FS2, they do broadcast Australian football games, you know, here in the United States. And usually they play at a night from Friday to Saturday, Saturday to Sunday and Sunday to Monday, 3 nights, and so I just put mine on the DVR. I record the game, because the games are played like freaking 2 in the morning, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. But I wake up and I watch the games. That game is just so freaking intense, so crazy, man. I know that there are rules, but it seems in the meantime that there are no freaking rules. No padding, no nothing. They're just guys is a pure muscle, wearing these wife beater things, jerseys. They have huge muscles. They have stamina like crazier than more than a freaking soccer player can have. They play this game in an oval stadium, which is actually bigger than a regular football field or whatnot. They're running nonstop. There are 18 teams in the league, in a professional Australian football league, and there are also 18 players on a field for each team. So what is that? 36 players in total. And but you gotta go and check it out on your own. Like that game is just fucking awesome, man. I totally fell in love with it. The scoring is very easy to understand. If you kick the ball between the two posts, just like in a football, except they don't have that crossbar. That's 6 points, and then they have two other posts, like the outer posts. And if you score in there, those are worth of 1 point. So 6 and 1, kind of like in the football. Um, sort of, kind of. But yeah. So six for a goal and one for what they call it the behind. And also if you hit the post, that's worth of 1 point as well. But go check them out. The Australian Football League. They do have the games available here in the United States. You may just fall in love just like I did. But now let's move on to the caps. Let's move on to why we're here. I've been yapping for too much. So yeah, this first cap, it is actually Adelaide Crows. So check them out. This freaking logo, Adelaide Crows. Cap is all solid, corduroy, all blue. Look at the AFL sticker on it. They have this one in this little cardboard thing for the crown. Let's see, black sweatband. These are New Era caps. So New Era does not make shit, man. They are snapbacks. But so what? And the style for these ones, these caps do not look like a regular snapbacks you can get here in the United States. Look at the crown. So these ones are actually called the style is called the golfer snapback. Check this out. The golfer snapback. Adelaide Crows, one of the professional teams, professional Australian football teams, and their cap. Freaking cool. So it's solid one tone. It would be cool if it would be two tone. But for what it is, not many people have this cap here in the United States. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt that there are many fans of Australian football either. Maybe between the people who are here from Australia or New Zealand or something. But I totally love it, man. And I have actually set the goal in the 5 years, go to Australia and go attend the game, My favorite team so far is St. Kilda Saints, It's a suburb of Melbourne, I don't know why I like that team, I don't have their cap or nothing, but I bought like a polo shirt, and a hoodie from that team. It's coming right now, it's coming. But I'll definitely also get their cap or whatnot. But this is Adelaide Crows cap. Cap number 1. Cap number 2. Hawthorne Hawks. Hawthorne Hawks. How do you guys like this cap? Pretty freaking amazing, man. Love it. So my biggest dilemma now is, what do I do? Do I curve the brim? What do you guys think? Do I curve the brim? I think I may try out on one, you know, and leave the rest ones alone, depending on how it all comes out. Hawthorne Hawks. Awesome cap, man. Black sweatband. It's a new era cap. And let's see where these are made. These are made in China. Hawthorne Hawks. Cap number 2. Cap number 3. Check this guy out. This is North Melbourne Kangaroos. North Melbourne Kangaroos, Australian Football League team. Let me take out this. It has like a satin from inside here. Satin fabric. North Melbourne Kangaroos cap number 3. And the last one. So I bought 4 caps in total. And this cap is representing the team of Collingwood Magpies. Collingwood Magpies. The golfer style new era cap. Let's see how it actually freaking fits on me. Oh, it fits good. Kind of hard to tell what it looks, you know, but I'm very, very happy to have this one. Ooh, man, let's pop this. I'm wearing a blue outfit. Let's pop this Kangaroos cap on to see how it looks. What do you guys think? Am I a fan of the Australian Football League? I think so. There's a little open right here. If I curve it, that would probably sit better on my head. But yeah, Jesus, man. Freaking cool hats. So Adelaide Crows, Hawthorne Hawks, North Melbourne Kangaroos, and Collingwood Magpies. 4 caps. And so now let's tell you another story on how great the customer service I got. So we started talking, me and Adam, we started talking, you know, about these caps, and I was like, do you carry 5950s? And he was like, well, we try to make them, you know, or whatnot, you know, but somebody, you know, or whatever, they didn't come out as well as I thought that it would, you know, and or people just didn't like the caps, you know, or whatnot, you know, that style. And, you know, each country can have a different traditions, you know, and the things they like, you know, and it could be that the Australians prefer these type of caps over the 5950s, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. And so I just asked the question, do you guys carry it, you know? And so, yeah, he responded, he said, unfortunately, they do not, but there is another store in Australia, Cap Z Australia, and they do have some, you know? Who in the hell does that, you know? Like here in the States, I don't know, maybe the small stores would tell you that somebody else carries something, you know? But like the big stores and shit, they would not like turn the business over to anybody else, just caring about themselves, you know? Maybe I'm totally wrong, you know, but customer service here in the United States have gone down the hill big time, especially this post-COVID times, so not a big fan. But my experience with the Hat Locker Australian Adam, is excellent, So he turned me on to this other website, and I went and I copped 2 of them, and they're coming. They're already in LA, going through the customs. So I will have a couple fitted here, in no time. But yeah, that's it, man. Australian football caps. One more time. Magpies, Kangaroos, Hawks, and Crows. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think about it? Leave a comment, Tell me if I'm crazy, buying these caps, I know they're not 5950s, I don't care, I'm a cap collector, I don't stop with 5950s. Even that's my preferred style, But yeah, well, thank you for tuning in this week, for this midweek's video, this special video. I truly believe that these hats deserve its special show, special showcase. Give it a try to Australian football. Give it a try to hatlocker.com Australia. Browse their hats. I've seen some crazy stuff there. You may just like it, and order them in. They're going to ship to the United States. If not, if you cannot check out, send an email over to their support team, and most likely Adam is going to be the one who will respond, and he'll make things happen. So anyways, thank you so much again. This was Lost Latvian here, with a video about the Australian football caps I got here. So God bless you. Stay safe, stay healthy, and see you here in a couple days where I'm going to review and unbox some of the 5950s I acquired in April. So yeah, take care, guys, and see you all soon. Bye.